Even on a seemingly boring day, the NBA can go out of control with wild endings, historic milestones, and some wacky turn of events. We gotta start in Charlotte, where the Hornets tried to bounce back from that chaotic heartbreaker loss by the hands of Immanuel Quickley and the Raptors, and they fell down by double digits early on to the worst team in the league.
He can do that. Woo. Good D, better offense. Siakam flips it in off the window. Out of control for the home team. Siakam. Hey, typical Pascal Siakam.
Pascal Siakam was scorching hot at the start, pouring in 15 points in the first period to put the Pacers up by 12. But Lamelo Ball, who came off the bench for the first time since 2021, was more than ready to return the blow.
Lamelo. Very patient. Patience is rewarded. Oh, look what I found. Get in there.
Wow, he really is becoming a master at these fling shots from downtown. And he continued shooting lights out in the second quarter as well.
Lamelo from the elbow. One-legged elbow jumper. Lamelo. That's become his shot. When he shoots it off of 2 feet, it's a rarity. Oh my goodness, how open can you be?
Lamelo and Eric Collins are literally carrying this franchise on their backs. The flashy point guard exploded for 22 points on 67% efficiency in the first half, bringing his team right back in the game. However, in the third quarter, another guy surged for the Pacers to create separation once again.
Classic TJ McConnell. How many times we're going to see him probe the baseline? Has a jumper off of 2 feet that hits nothing but the net. Oh no. Oh my word. Come on! Oh, TJ McConnell!
TJ McConnell owned the third period, scoring 11 of his 23 points to bump the lead back to 8 points. But whenever the guests were starting to pull away, there was Lamelo to bring them and the entire house down. Ball was a one-man wrecking crew, hitting 7 threes on his way to 33 points before the final period even started. But little did anyone know that those were his last points of the night. Luckily for him and the Hornets though, Miles Bridges woke up and joined the show.
Miles Bridges on top of Jackson. Coach Lee orchestrated that play from the out of bounds. This should tie the ball game. Miles Bridges ties it at 104. Bridges! Lamelo found him cutting to the hoop.
Miles took over the scoring load in the fourth with 11 of his 19 points, so the game went down to the wire.
Nope. No! Oh, they're gonna score it! That's a kick in the pants! Egregious! Oh, the Hornets are down by 4 and there's nothing they can do.
Man, the pain in his voice is hilarious. Luckily for the Hornets though, this 3 would be called off as a shot clock violation. So with some back-to-back free throws, the Hornets had a 3-point lead when Lamelo rushed things a bit, trying to pump up the crowd with the risky lob to Diabate that got intercepted. So mighty little TJ knew how to punish that.
Some things you guess at, other things you just know. TJ McConnell makes it a 1-point game.
Conka Nipple on the other end created a similar shot, but his attempt fell short, giving Indy a chance to take over the lead in the clutch. But nobody expected this to happen.
Siakam lays it up and in! And McConnell stole it! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my goodness, Siakam drops Bridges for the go-ahead bucket, and then in all that chaos, TJ steals the inbound pass to secure another crucial possession. Charlotte could have gotten a timeout. I really don't know what the heck they were thinking. Ultimately, Ben Shepherd splits the free throws, giving the home team one last chance to win the game or shoot for overtime.
Lamelo's gonna have a chance. Lamelo leaves it for Sexton. Sexton! And Indiana wins.
Man, how can you airball a wide open mid-range for the tie? Melo was understandably devastated at the end, losing a second tight game in a row. So after a month-long waiting, the Pacers finally brought the 1,000th win to Coach Carlisle, snapping a 13-game losing streak, which became a franchise record, by the way. That must be tough for a team that was in the finals just half a year ago. In Utah, Lauri Markkanen was dunking all over AD and the Mavs early on.
And just turned 19.
Great drive by Lowry. Keep forcing the issue until it doesn't work anymore.
There's Payne inside the flush.
That works.
Markkanen.
With 15 first half points, Markkanen put the Jazz up by 14, but Dallas stormed right back with a furious run to end the second quarter.
Not scored here in the second quarter. There's a hot lob, and only one man can catch that. That's Anthony Davis. Markkanen comes up short. Davis saves it down on the baseline. Catch and shoot three. Yeah, splash. Clay, Thompson. So Clay with a high-level performance here in Salt Lake. Markkanen just dribbled that ball off his knees. Flag. The trailer, Davis. And just like that, Dallas makes a run back at Utah.
A 7-0 blitz by the Mavs ignited on the defensive end, cutting the deficit in half in just 40 seconds. And they continued pushing until they narrowed it to a single possession.
Deficit is 8 for Dallas, and could be 6, and it is because Cooper is there to clean up the offensive glass. Goes cross-court to his rookie buddy Nembhard. Puts it down, pull-up missed, and guided in there by Davis.
Davis extended his revenge run against Lauri in the third quarter as well.
In the game for Love in his third start of the season. Show and go, AD, reverse action. No, but Kyle Anderson takes it back. Blocked by AD, he smothered it.
AD was looking good, posting a strong double-double of 21 points and 11 boards in the game. But the high-flying rookie was looking even better when
Cooper in the open court, Nembhard going back to him. Served it up on a platter for Cooper to climb the ladder.
Cooper flags skies for the alley-oop jam to take over the lead. He had a phenomenal game with 26 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals, and 8 assists, with the last one being to Max Christie here, who gave the Mavs their largest lead with less than 5 minutes remaining. However, they weren't ready for the Jazz avalanche that was brewing in the background.
Spin dribble by Bryce Sensabaugh, back to Keontae George for 3. Now getting in deep, Markkanen. This is going to be a tough one to bring home. Markkanen up the baseline, tie game.
Lauri blows past AD to tie the game, but more importantly, Davis immediately grabs his hand, wincing in pain. On the replay, we see a little extension on his fingers. And check out J-Kid and the rest of the coaching staff being sick of seeing him getting injured. Nobody wanted to check on the poor guy. At this point, I really don't get the rumors about teams being interested in trading for him. Why would you pursue a part-time player? Anyway, after he left the game, the Jazz took over.
For 3. For Bryce Sensabaugh. Way outside, it's stolen! And it's another big play by Sensabaugh!
Bryce Sensabaugh capped off an electric 14-1 run to flip the 7-point deficit into a 6-point lead. And after Klay Thompson hit his 6th 3 of the night to get it back to 3 points, the time has come for the dagger.
Pressure. Trying to break that pressure, does. Stop and go, dribble drive, step back, elbow.
Take back!
Keontae George handles the pressure of both Marshall and Flag, puts the rookie in a blender before icing the game with the fadeaway jumper. He's making a huge leap from last year. From 17 points and 5.5 assists on 39% from the field and 34% from long range, to 24 points and 7 assists on 45 and 37 shooting splits this season. Amazing! And speaking of improved shooting, the game between the Wolves and the Cavs was pretty much in the balance until Ant and company decided to go nuts from downtown.
Fastball to Edwards, sets himself, fires on the 3 and connects. That's the 3rd 3 of the night for Anthony Edwards. Dante, the catch and shoot, got another one. 5 of 7 from long range.
Heat check! DiVincenzo nailed 3 consecutive threes, and Edwards added 2 of his own to build a 20-point lead in the third quarter.
And right side, yes! 21 for Edwards. That's his 4th 3 of the night. Edwards out to Reed, now to Clark in the corner. The ball movement, sensational.
Get this! The Wolves won the period 43-22, hitting 7 of 9 from beyond the arc. You simply cannot play against this kind of shooting. You better lay down and surrender. But that's not what the Cavs did.
Cross-court pass picked off by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell, wow. Looked like he was going to go out to the wing and just lost it in the lane. Cleveland's down 14. Out to Mitchell. The 3-ball is good.
Cleveland opened the final period on a 14-8 run, cutting the deficit to 11 points. The Wolves were able to hold a double-digit lead until the 4-minute mark when Sam Merrill pulled out the flamethrower.
Uh-oh, Merrill in the corner, that's automatic. Up with left hand, shot blocked by Mobley. It's a 7-point game. Garland to Merrill. Flyby, open 3, he hits, and it's a 4-point game.
Sam single-handedly kept the Cavs within striking distance, and then even got it down to 4 when Edwards suddenly lost the ball.
Kick ball. That should have been a kick. Mobley to the rim and the dunk.
An additional 15-6 stretch by the Cavs made things interesting in the clutch, but only for a little while because
Jaden off the wrong foot. Hits it from 16 feet.
How confident was that?
what a nonchalant floater by Jaden when they needed it the most. On the other end, it was Mobley who tried to keep the pressure going, but his shot fell short, and at the end, McDaniels treated the fans with some little extra.
Here's Jaden McDaniels, a little showtime!
4 Timberwolves ended with 20+ points, but it was Ant who gathered all the flowers because of his milestone accomplishment.
You guys had 10,000 points in your career. What does that accomplishment mean to you?
To be honest, it's cool, but I know I got a lot more to go, so it's really nothing for real.
Even when you see the combination with LeBron, KD, your favorite player?
Yeah, I'm kind of sick that I got in front of cold. I wish I would have waited like 100 days or something, but yeah, it's all good.
And these are the highlights of the game between the Bulls and the Heat in Chicago. Jokes aside, the game was postponed actually due to heavy condensation on the floor, which didn't stop Benny the Bull from pulling a bet with Tyler Hero, and Bam and Asia Wilson from enjoying their time on the court. And fans were enjoying the spectacle the NBA had to offer 2 days ago as well, when we witnessed 4 insane thriller endings. I broke down everything in this video right here, so check it out and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.